Good evening, or should I say potentially good morning, everybody. Doing a rather late video, and I'm doing this video in honor of a fallen officer and his mom. They both unfortunately fell victim to the coronavirus, and I think it would be great for me to do something. It kind of motivated me, and so I wanted to go ahead and pay my respects to Officer Alex Arango and his late mom, Carman Arango, both of which, as I said before, perished due to the coronavirus. So what I'm going to do is I decided to pay tribute to them and a little bit of honor to them, because regardless of all the polarization going on, these were people and they had families and they're going to be missed. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. All right. So for Officer Alex Arango, by the way, great first name, late Officer Arango. My middle name is Alexander. So I'm going to grow you a purple phlox flower. It's called the Lemhi purple phlox flower. There we go. Can you see it? That's for you, officer, right there. I've got family in the police force, so it kind of touches a little home for me. So that's for you. And for your mom, I'm going to grow the blue diamond phlox flower. And this flower is absolutely stunning. So let's get straight to this, shall we? All right. So I'm in my grow room here, where we start things off in seeds. I've got 4 3-inch, I believe, little planters right there. And inside there, something to stop the dirt from falling through. I should say soil. How dare I say dirt? Soil. And I've got 4 of them, so 2 each. One for you, Alex, and one for you, Mr. Rango. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start this straight away. All right, take a look at that. We've got this lovely, lovely soil I created, and it is a unique batch that I have here, and we're going to use that as the grow medium right there, and we're going to go ahead and place those inside those 4 3-inch planters right there. So let me grab this, place it down here like so. Again, pardon the mess. And I want to do this. So I'm going to try to use my bare hands as much as possible to symbolize my handshake to Mr. Late Officer Alex Durango. I will always say your name, because I would be very heartbroken if my nephew, who's in the police force, were to pass for any reason, whether it be from this horrible virus or in the line of duty. So let's go ahead and do that, and put that right in there. This is beautiful soil too, by the way. Lovely soil. We need to realize, guys, that life is extremely short. And if we're fortunate enough to live as long as humanly possible, we have to also take consideration that at any given point in time, the great guy above could tell us to come inside. Playtime is over. And we never know when that moment's going to be. And I really think it's important that we truly think about that. We really do need to think about it. Not to put a damper or anything, but just to put things in perspective. I have to work tomorrow morning, and that's roughly in about 6.5 hours or so. And I could easily lose my life just simply going to work. You know, nothing heinous, nothing malicious, just things happen. And I have decided in my life that I'm going to pursue the things I've always wanted to. One of the reasons why I'm growing vegetables and doing all that stuff and starting my own business in the area of organics, this also has sparked the desire for me to feed people. I think Officer Durango and his mom would be proud to know that there was somebody growing food for the homeless. I also want to point out the reason why I chose the phlox flower. From what I've researched, The phlox flower symbolizes unity. It symbolizes agreement. And I've come across many police officers in my life. And like any human, I'm going to tell you right now, it matters not what uniform we're wearing, what title we possess, we're flawed. And not everybody's perfect. We all know there aren't good police officers, but we also should be aware that there are some fantastic police officers out there. I've had the pleasure of meeting the fantastic ones. I've had the pleasure of seeing the ones that took that badge, put it on their chest, and truly meant and embraced those words that say protect and serve. And they could care less what your gender is. They could care less, and these are the officers I've met throughout my life. They could care less what your gender is, what your religious beliefs are, what your political views are. They could care less whether you're purple, blue, black, green, orange, white, yellow, with polka dots and stripes. They took on that position because they truly wanted to protect and serve. And these individuals realized, and these are the officers I've had the pleasure of meeting, and some even becoming close friends with. And now that I've got family in the police force, I've got to meet many more. And they're amazing people. These individuals have families. I'm sorry. I know that we live in an environment and a society right now that believes that all police officers are bad. And I have to say that doesn't make any sense. That's not logical thinking. They're not all bad. I'm sorry. They're just not. And it's just not fair to malign every single law enforcement officer throughout the world as some heinous and malicious individual. It's just not right. It's got to hurt the ones who are truly out there wanting to help out the community, wanting to help out their friends and family, your friends and family. And I can tell you straight off that if for any reason I was in a situation where I needed law enforcement, I'm picking up the phone and calling them straight away. All right. I think I've been preaching enough here. But I want you to know I've never met you, Officer Durango. And Mrs. Durango or Miss Durango, I've never met you either. But this is for you. And this video is for you. And it feels good. It's right. I don't care what others think. I really don't. It's the right thing to do. And it lets them know that there is someone out of all the humans on earth, or in this state, or in this country, someone's like, you're no longer here now. And it's going to hurt a lot of people, and you're going to be missed. And I can't imagine what it would be like not having you around for the holidays if I was your family member. So, this is to cheer things up. The phlox flower, it represents unity, agreement, understanding. And if you've ever seen the phlox flower, it's beautiful. And these particular flowers, I grew let me see, which one is it? Here we are. I grew the blue diamond phlox once. And this is a beautiful, beautiful flower. I mean, you will see, because I'm going to baby these flowers. And I'm going to make sure that these seeds are viable. I pray they are. And if they're not, I assure you, I'm ordering some more. And I'm determined to grow these flowers. All right, so let's plant these. First I need to do is grab the rainwater, because they're not getting tap water. No. We're going to get some rainwater, because I want them to have some really pure, clean water. All right, let me grab that rainwater. And there we go. Look at that. So these are all set up, ready to go. You know, it's really interesting because when I start these videos, I've always got it perfect in my head, exactly what I want to say and how I want to say it. But just like anything that goes on in our heads, it's perfect. Everything is like just absolutely perfect in our heads. And once we apply those things in our heads, we realize it doesn't always turn out as perfect. And we as a species seem to just go right against the grain of that. You know, we are all living on this tiny speck floating through space. And sooner or later, we've got to realize that our trivial battles and conflicts have got to come to a stop. They really do. I encourage you all out there, do good. Even if it's just a little good. It doesn't mean it has to be of a monetary value good. You can simply make someone smile. Find something about them that grabs your interest. See something about them that you just find absolutely beautiful and attractive, and let them know that. I mean, why not? I mean, I don't know about you, but I love to smile. I love to laugh. And it's even more amplified when I can share that smile with somebody else or help them smile and laugh. It's just too easy to go down that route of absolute misery. And I've learned something in life. When something's extremely easy to do, you should question it. That means it's very easy to be bitter. And there are bad repercussions behind that easy action. And it's very easy to do something great. And there are difficult reactions behind that as well, because you have to perpetuate that greatness. I don't expect any particular movement from this statement I'm saying. I'm trying to be as articulate as I possibly can. But I'm hoping that what I do say is very symbolic to that of a seed. It's planted, and if it's fed, it will grow. So, there you go. Please like and subscribe, guys. And definitely comment below, as always. And please be good to one another for the love of heaven. It's all we have. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. God bless to all. And I will keep you posted on the progress of these beautiful flowers. Okay? So before I actually cut out, let me go ahead and plant these. All right, so right here is the blue diamond phlox. And right there will be the other phlox. And so let's water that really quick. And I planted 4 seeds in each one. I think that one got 5 because one spilled out of the packet and wouldn't refuse to go back in. So I'm growing the blue diamond. It's a really lovely plant. I'll do my best to put an image of it in the description below. And so let's give this a watering. And this is rainwater. Couldn't be cleaner if you tried. Right there. So there you go. Hey, Janice. You know who you are, Janice. This is for you. Your brother-in-law. I believe your mom-in-law too. So let's give that a go. Give that a gentle watering. And I'm going to go ahead and do this until it's perfect. So this is nice. I'm going to take my time. I'm sure that Officer Arango took his time with a lot of difficult people in his career. So why shouldn't I take my time with these flowers, right? I hope you can hear me, because sometimes I speak low. So that's another reason why I decided to do this in the grow room, where it's nice and warm and cozy and symbolic of something everyone likes, something warm and cozy. And so there we go. That's for the blue diamond. I'm going to let that settle in. And now I'm going to plant the other phlox. What was the name of that one again? See if I can grab it for you. Gotta take my time here. I have a habit of moving too quickly and then knocking things over. And of course, I become massively frustrated with myself. So, over here, where did I place it? Well, let's take a look for it, shall we? There we go. Don't laugh at me, Officer Durango. I have a tendency to put things down and within seconds forget where I placed them. Here it is. That one right there is the purple phlox. And this purple, as we all know what that represents, for soldiers. And so I'm going to go ahead and plant this one for you, Officer Durango. And the blue diamond is for your mom. All right? So let's plant, or sow this one. I keep saying planted. Why do I keep saying that? It's actually, let's sow them. So I'm going to sow this one next. Now, I would love to show you all me placing them right into the planters, but I'm doing this with one hand. As you've all become familiar with my limited camera equipment, I do this right off my phone. So let me go ahead and put these in straight away. All right. You can probably see them right there. Do you see it? There they are. So let's cover these up. I'm going to water the other ones again a little bit more. Make sure I saturate this soil. Ah, I actually said soil. That's fantastic. So let's do that. Sorry about the camera work there then. And right there. And so what I decided I'm going to do, since I started these technically on the 29th, because today is the 29th by now, I'm going to make it a goal to see if I can go ahead and plant this species of flower every 29th of October. And I think that'd be fantastic. I mean, it gives me something to look forward to. And I just cannot, emphasize enough. I mean, the thought of, not having those around that you love. We don't get along with family a lot, but we should definitely reconsider that, considering that they could be gone at any moment. So let's keep this on a lighter note. I am confident that Officer Durango, and if Mr. Officer Durango, if you can hear me up there, I hope I can call you Alex. And don't feel like I'm out of line doing so, considering my middle name is Alexander, as I mentioned before. I have a tendency to be redundant, so please, beg my pardon. All right, so we're watering these up. Get that in there really quick. And, I cannot wait to get proper camera equipment. And a computer would help too. So I'm going to do that. I'm working on that, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So that way I can do these videos with a little bit more pizzazz or a little bit more skill, because I have editing skills and whatnot, just not the equipment. But you know what? I heard something in a lot of the YouTube research I do on gardening and whatnot. And it came from a young lad. He was about 11 years old, I think 10, 11. And he told his mom or his dad, I cannot remember exactly what video it was I was watching. It was some time ago. But they were lacking either proper materials or tools or whatever it may be to continue on with the project they were doing in their farm or garden. And the boy just says, and this is out of the mouths of children. This is how you've got, he says, well, if you don't have what you need, use what you have. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why I use my phone. I've got a camera, it's not the best, but it works. And I'm working on getting a better camera, I could be working on being bitter in life and being belligerent. Where's the fun in that? I don't think Officer Durango would want that. I don't think his mom would want that. So I don't want it. And I wouldn't want it for anybody else either. Again, far too easy to be bitter, guys. Far too easy. And this video is long. It's like going on, 18 minutes now, I believe. And if you've stuck along with this video for this duration, I really commend you. So there we go. And a shout out too, I want to give to the Everman Fire Brigade, fire department, if you will. And from what I understand, I've got to meet one of the firemen. And you guys were very close to Officer Durango. So my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to your family, Officer Durango and Mrs. Durango. My prayers. Keep your spirits up. There's somebody out there, me, who can only imagine what it's like. And I want you to know that they would definitely want you guys to continue on and be happy. And I want you to be happy too. So I hope that these flowers make you happy. And I hope they would make Officer Durango and his mom happy, because I'm already getting happy. Now, if I continue on talking this way, a part of me is going to get all sappy, soppy, wet, like this water here. See that water? It's almost all gone. And so I'm going to end it with that. And once again, please like and subscribe, guys. Give me your comments on this particular video. And please, let's all just work together, guys. Please, let's all just find a way to get past the nonsense we've been doing for centuries as humans. And let's find in our hearts to do something kind and wonderful for someone. And there you go.